Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my channel, where today I am going to be testing my Vampire Diaries opinions against the rest of the world. Now, I consider myself an avid Vampire Diaries universe fan. Alright, I've seen Vampire Diaries multiple times, 2 or 3 times, right, all the way through. And so I'm going to be interested to see here if I have any controversial takes that I'm not, aware are controversial. You know what I'm saying? And question number one already. Who was better for Elena? We are starting off with an absolute heater here that is sure to cause some debate. You see the three options here. We've got Damon, Stefan, and Matt. I feel like that third option is just there to make it more than the two obvious ones, but I'm going to be genuinely surprised if more than 1% of the people who have answered this question have said Matt. Can we just be real about that? Let's just, So then it's between Damon and Stefan. And for me, I mean, exactly as I thought. Wow, 5% for Matt. Hold up. 5%? That's a little high, don't you think? Anyway, that's not important. What is important, though, I'm going with Stefan. 31%. This is immediately what I figured when I said that I might have some controversial opinions here. I mean, Stefan, he's a sweetheart. He always treated Elena fair and right. He always asked for her opinion on things, let her make her own decisions. I mean, he's just a great guy. Damon, this is what I thought was going to happen. Damon with 64%, 12,000 votes. Jesus, you guys are everyone's just on the Delana train, I guess. I mean, it makes sense. It's the popular choice, right? But for me, he was good for her in certain senses, made her have more fun, things like that. But Stefan was just a great guy, and he's better for everyone. He's just better. It's Elena all the way. Actually, no, I hated Elena. Stefan was better for her, but she was not better for him. So you know what, Elena? Damon can have you. Oh, next question. Who was better for Caroline? We got a couple of more options here. Klaus, Tyler, Matt, Alark. All right, dude, what is this quiz? Where's Stefan's name? It's like they didn't watch it all the way through. Come on. Well, I mean, I'll be honest. I wouldn't have gone for Stefan. Well, maybe I would. No, I would go for Stefan. If we're talking about who's better for who, right? The answer here is Stefan, right? Because Klaus, we all love him. Not the best of people. But here's the thing, right? Similar to Delana, Caroline and Klaus, the chemistry, right? The story, the whole, I can change him, bad boy, who's only good to you kind of vibe trope or whatever it may be. It's the same thing here. I mean, I'm guessing everyone said Klaus. I would say Stefan here as well in terms of who's better for her because, good guy and all. Come on. Yup, that. Hats off to you people, you 15,000 people who voted because, man, where's Stefan? But Lark 3%, that's about right. Matt 5%, yup. Tyler 9%. This is beautiful. Good job, TVD fans. Oh, next question's an interesting one. Which Petrova doppelganger was better? We have Elena, Catherine, Tatya, and Amara. Ooh. Now, I mean, I think this has to be between the top two, right? Elena and Catherine. I mean, Tatya and Amara were both they were cool, had nice storylines or whatever, but it's got to be between Elena and Catherine. And I mean, if we're talking about better, just better, cooler, more fun, more funny, I think I'm gonna have to go with Catherine. I hated Elena, man. She was always super bossy and whiny and she just rubbed me the wrong way on so many different occasions. I don't know. I'm going with Catherine. Yeah. Ooh, hats off to the TVD fans again. 70%. I like that. Yeah, Tatya and Amara, they just, when Catherine and Elena were there, like what, almost every season, if not every season. So it's like I don't think it was every season. It was almost every season for both of them. It's like Tati and Amara were just kind of like a part of certain subplots or whatever, like certain plots for certain seasons rather. And so it's like kind of had to be between these two. And I'm surprised 70% for Catherine. I mean, Catherine was just so much fun. So makes sense. All right, next question is a spicy one. Do you think that Caroline and Rebecca should have stayed enemies, become friends, or even lovers? Oh, this is a tough one. This is an interesting one. Immediately, I'm leaning towards like not doing lovers only because of the whole. Actually, am I? Maybe because the way that I'm thinking about it is, you got the whole Caroline and Klaus angle. It's like I wouldn't see her going to any of his siblings. I can't see her with any of his siblings. But then again, the way that I'm thinking about it, where I'm like maybe kinda is like Rebecca's kind of similar to Klaus in terms of the whole like snarky, like rude, kind of impulsive at times behavior, right? Where they're like both secretly lonely, but they try to mask it by being like tough. And so maybe if like they had tackled it from the beginning, to where instead of having those Klaus and Caroline scenes that made us fall in love with them, they had those scenes as Caroline and Rebecca and kind of tackled that from the beginning, maybe I'd be thinking differently. But the whole Klaus and Caroline thing is just too strong. Enemies or I think they should have been friends. I think somebody should have been friends with Rebecca. I mean, they all just kind of disrespected her the entire time. I actually thought that someone should have been friends. I mean, come on, why not? Like she was like low key like a good person deep down. She just she's a little lonely, kept getting disrespected. Like I thought they should have been friends. Friends, enemies, interesting. No, I mean that makes sense. Friends 80%. Again, me and the TVD universe just are on the same. Me and these fans are on the same wavelength. You know what I'm saying? We know ball. These are true fans right here who know what's going on. 13% to enemies, 7% to lovers. I think that makes sense. Yeah. Cool. Oh, here we go. Should Klaus and Caroline have been endgame? Smashing a yes. There. Damn straight. TVD fans know ball. I mean, come on. Especially with how everything went down between Caroline and Stefan at the end. I mean, if you were going to go to that angle forever, fair enough. That's fine. I get it. That would have been cool. But I mean, that whole episode between Caroline and Klaus in the originals in the final season, you know what I'm talking about. That kind of just cemented everyone's belief that they should have freaking gotten together, at least for a little period of time, right? Like if you were gonna take it away from us, at least give us something, you know? That would have been nice. It hurts, because they were so. I think they were a similar kind of trope, similar to Elena and Damon, but I thought they were better than Elena and Damon, like just together. Like I don't know, maybe that's just because I like their individual character. I mean, I like Damon individually, I like Klaus individually. They're fine, but I just loved Caroline so much, and so much more than Elena that I just wanted her to just be happy. She was great. Just Team Caroline, not Team Clareline or Team Steroline. I'm Team Caroline. That's it. Just whoever she wants to be with. Oh, who do you ship Stefan with the most? Who are the options here? Catherine, Elena, Caroline, Rebecca, and Valerie. Oh, this is tough. I think ooh, yo, this is tough. This is actually gonna make me like think kind of hard. You see, I think there are moments where I would have said every single one of these answers. You know what I'm saying? I think the second that Elena started having feelings for Damon, I think that was chalked. So, like, I don't think you could ever like go back to having them two be together. I think from then on out, it's either she had to end up with Damon or just with someone outside of the brothers. So I think I'm gonna eliminate Elena here. Also because I hate Elena. I don't. You know what? Do I hate Elena? I think maybe I just don't like her as much as everyone else, rather than me hating her, because everyone else is just so cool. But see the Catherine angle. Right? I was rewatching TVD not that long ago. It was like maybe like 2 months ago or something like that, and I was on one of the middle seasons. I want to say like season 5, and it was like Catherine had turned into a human, right? And she was trying to kind of help Stefan. I was after he was like drowning for like the entire summer or whatever, and he had his like PTSD, and she was kind of like helping him and stuff. And I was like, low key shipping it a bit. I'm not gonna lie. And I thought it would have just been like a big like f you to Elena if Stefan like just went with Catherine. I thought that would have been a cool angle. Would have been interesting. But I don't think I'm gonna say Catherine either, because Catherine had her own issues, and she was. I think she was fine the way she was written. I don't think she needed to end up with Stefan. Now it's between these bottom three, and I think I'm gonna eliminate. Am I gonna eliminate? No, I'm gonna eliminate Rebecca. I think her and Marcel are fine. They're cool. I did kind of like the whole Stefan and Rebecca angle in season 4. I want to say, like when they were like looking for the cure and stuff. I did like that angle. I thought they were good together. I thought they were cool together. But she can have Marcel. So I'm looking at Caroline and Valerie. And I think this is going to be one that's very controversial. I think I'm going to say Valerie. Well, I mean, you got the whole, like, I mean, I would have preferred Caroline and Klaus, so that's immediately one thing. But also the whole Valerie thing, I think that they kind of, if they made it a bigger point, right? Like, if they made it more centered around Stephanie and Valerie in terms of, like, things headed in their direction, because they never really had a chance, right? Because it was always Stephanie and Caroline, and then the whole Valerie story was just kind of there, and then, it was just whole, like, it was just kind of a mess for Valerie. But I think that if they had angled it from the beginning of Valerie and Stefan, I think they could have done a little bit more to where it would have been good. Yeah, I think looking back on it, the way that things were done, I would probably put Valerie at the bottom, to be honest. But I think that that kind of relationship had a lot of potential, and if things were written to revolve around that relationship happening, I think it could have been really good, and I think it could have been the best. You know what I'm saying? So which one do I put? Because I think looking back in the way that things did actually turn out, I would say Caroline. But I think if things had been rewritten a bit, I think it could have definitely been Valerie. I think him and Valerie had the most potential. Also, like factoring in Caroline and Klaus, Rebecca and Marcel, Elena, and I guess Damon and Catherine just being Catherine. Taking in those other factors, I think the Valerie situation could have been good. But I think I'm just gonna say Caroline for how things actually were, right? Yeah, I'll just say Caroline. Yeah, Valerie 10%. I think that's fair. I think that's more so based off of how things played out, which I think. Wait, this is actually interesting. I'm just realizing this now. Catherine 26 is very split. Catherine 26, interesting. I don't hate it. Caroline 25, yep. Elena 22, that's fine. Rebecca 17, Valerie 10. I think that ordering definitely makes sense. Um, I think the way that it was written, I think Steph and Valerie weren't really much at all. But I just think that dynamic had a lot of potential if they had written things differently and had revolved it around those two. But I think that this list is about right for how things actually happened. So yeah. Oh, interesting. Which of Elena's friendships was iconic? Well, I mean, they both were iconic because Bonnie and Caroline were both iconic. I mean, come on. But this is actually so tough because these are two incredible characters who deserved more, right? Bonnie 100% deserved more. Caroline as well. They both just got effed over by the end of it, kind of in a way, in terms of love lives. But man, which of Elena's friendships? I'm gonna say more iconic because they're both iconic. That is tough. Elena and Bonnie had a lot more. I think they had a lot more controversy between them earlier on. I think Caroline always spoke her mind to Elena, especially about Damon. But like, I don't think that ever really caused as much of a rift between them two as it did between Elena and Bonnie earlier on. Because Bonnie had phases where she didn't even want to like be anywhere near Elena for like, I think it was like weeks on end. Um, this is so tough. I'm expecting this to be like split down the middle, surely. and I think I'm leaning Caroline. Am I though? I think I'm leaning Bonnie. It definitely felt like Elena was closer to Bonnie. Probably Bonnie. I think, yeah, yeah. I think it did feel like Elena was a bit closer to Bonnie the majority of the time. I'm gonna say that. Yeah. Oh, whoa. Okay. I was expecting it to be a little bit more even because I do think that Caroline. Maybe I'm just thinking that Caroline's iconic. To be fair, but I guess it makes sense. I mean, it makes sense that Bonnie's on top. I just thought it was gonna be a little bit more even, maybe like 60-40. But I'm not mad at it. It's fair enough. Fair enough. Ooh, interesting one. Who should have never died? It's between Jenna, Lexi, Annie, and Enzo. Ooh, immediately I'm thinking I think Jenna dying was fine. I don't think Jenna would have added too much if she stayed alive, to be honest. I think it was fine. I think it was a good little story that happened. I don't think I'm gonna say Annie. I don't really, mainly because I'm looking at this name right here. I'm looking at Lexi here. Enzo. I think a lot of people are gonna say Enzo for Bonnie's sake, and that makes me kind of want to say Enzo. But I thought Lexi was so cool. Damon did her so dirty. She was gone so quickly. Yeah, I think I would have liked Lexi more. I think people are gonna say Enzo though, which is respectable and fair. But Lexi was just too elite. She was iconic. Yeah, okay, makes sense. Makes sense. Enzo 48% with 7,800 votes, and Lexi 34% 5,500. That's fair. That's fair. I think a lot of people just want justice for Bonnie. I get it. I'm with you. I understand. I loved Lexi so much. I thought her being around more would have been so much fun, and she was just so iconic. But I respect the Enzo answer too. It's fair. It's fair. And here we go. Last question of the quiz. Finally, which couple was the best? Oh, baby, that is going to be interesting. Oh, Klaus and Caroline, Enzo and Bonnie, Damon and Elena, Elijah and Haley. Yo, this is tough. I don't know who people are going to say. Probably Delana top is what they'll say, right? I don't care about Delana. I can get them out of here. Elijah and Haley was iconic. They were done so dirty. I loved Elijah and Haley. They were both iconic. And oh, dude, the way that they ended off was it hurt my soul. It was so heartbreaking. Enzo and Bonnie. I mean, I just wanted Bonnie to be happy. I thought that one was cool, but it wasn't like it didn't make me as it didn't make me feel the same things as Klaus and Caroline did and as Elijah and Haley did. But the thing, can you even say Klaus and Caroline though? Because they were never really a couple. Everybody wanted them to be a couple, and I think if they were actually a couple, they'd be top. But can I really say them if they weren't a couple? I don't know. Now, you know what? I am gonna say Klaus and Caroline. I just am. If I had to rank them, I'm going Klaus and Caroline one. I'm going Elijah and Haley two. I'm going Enzo and Bonnie three, and I'm going Delana last because I don't care about Delana. No, but no, seriously, like I just didn't. Klaus and Caroline, let's get it. Oh, interesting. That's a lot closer than I thought it would be. All right, 36% for Delana. I understand they were super popular. It is what it is. But Klaus and Caroline, 35%, literally like 200 votes behind. I'll take it. I will take it. Enzo and Bonnie, 21%. Really, Elijah and Haley getting a little disrespected. But I think this might also be just a lot more people being TVD fans than being originals fans. Maybe that might also be a part of it. Me personally, I think I like the originals more. I at least thought it was better. Maybe I don't like it more, but I thought it was better for sure. And so maybe I've got a little bit of bias creeping in there. Do feel like that's a little bit disrespectful though. But I mean, all good couples. As much as I don't like Delana, I do like them in terms of like TV show couples, like all time. I just hated Delana, and I will die on that hill. No, but yeah, I mean, I think I agreed with the majority of TVD fans for the most part. You guys know ball. What can I say? That was good. That was really good. I think the only controversial things that I really had actually had to do with like Stefan versus Delana, which is fair. I know it's controversial. I know that. No, but yeah, good quiz. I enjoyed it. TBD fans, you know ball. Good stuff. Anyway, I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.